All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So the 2021 draft is officially over, but that isn't stopping Joe Douglas from adding talent to this team. Let's talk about a couple undrafted free agents that have been made maybe an hour, 2 hours after the NFL draft. So the first player is tight end from Ole Miss, Kenny Yeboah. This is a huge acquisition. Okay, you're looking at what Kenny Yeboah can do. He's long, he has great size, he's athletic, he's fast, he can hurt you down the field. He's a true pass-catching tight end. Coming off a really productive year for the Rebels in that Lane Kiffin offense, a really exciting offense. 6 touchdown grabs. Okay, so I look at Yeboah's fit in this tight end room. I think there's a chance that he can potentially win the job, as crazy as that sounds. I mean, you talk to Rebels fans, they rave about this guy. They rave about him. Really good player, really solid season last year. And by the way, in the rumor, supposedly 6 teams were trying to bring Yeboah in, but the Jets were the finalists. So that is awesome. That is a huge land for Joe Douglas. Next up, linebacker from Illinois, Milo Eifler. Now, Eifler's a long, rangy, athletic linebacker, outside linebacker, I should say, and I do feel like he will fit the Robert Saleh defense. And I cannot wait to see the outside linebacker competition, right, throughout camp, throughout preseason, all that good stuff. The outside linebacker position is it's such a crucial position in the 4-3 defense because these guys have to be able to stop the run. But I will say this, say Eifler doesn't make he's not the starting outside guy, which is completely fine. I think he will definitely have a role in special teams. If he makes the team, I think special teams is really where Eifler will make a name for himself. Next up, linebacker from Oregon State, Hamilcar Reshed, a long, rangy, athletic, explosive linebacker that was extremely productive in 2019 for the Beavers, where he had 14 sacks and 22.5 tackles for loss. Are you kidding me? Those numbers are fantastic. Those numbers scream first round. But 2020 was a different story. He had no sacks. It was pretty much the opposite of 2019's production, okay? It wasn't really there, but Reshed still has that upside. He still has the explosiveness. He still has the quick feet. He can move around well in open space. I love this acquisition. I mean, it couldn't hurt in any sort of way. I also think Reshed will be coming in with a lot of motivation, right? I mean, because he's put on tape that this guy can ball, this guy can dominate. He's done it before. It's not just some project. It's, hey, go back and watch me in 2019 and look at what I did. It's incredible. So hopefully teaming him up next to Robert Saleh, a guy known for maximizing talents on the defense side of the football, the best is yet to come for Reshed. Next up, safety from Rutgers, Brendan White. Now, originally was a really big high school prospect, commits to Ohio State, spends 3 years there, ends up transferring to Rutgers in his last year. And by the way, I actually watched every single Rutgers game last year except for 1 game, and in 5 games, Brendan White, to me, looked pretty good. And I know, it's Rutgers, New Jersey, Jets, all that kind of stuff, but he kind of reminded me of like a mini Jamal Adams, right? This guy can hit. He's good in the box. I felt like every single time he was able to wrap up or get his hands on on a ball carrier, that guy was going down. Okay, so Brendan White at the safety position, and by the way, the Jets are doing a lot of work with defensive backs. We're drafting safeties. We're drafting corners. We're drafting nickel corners. We're drafting, hybrid style of players here. I like White. I was pumped when Rutgers initially got him. I mean, the upside is there as well. So whenever you can get a box safety in the undrafted free agent market, a guy who can really be that enforcer, it's always a plus. Next up, BYU offensive lineman Tristan Hoge. Now, I feel like as Jets fans, we all kind of expected JD to bring in another member of the Cougars offense, and it's Tristan Hoge, right? A versatile offensive lineman, a guy who played left tackle, but translates more to the NFL as a guard. Great size, 6'5", 315. Coming off a fantastic season. I mean, really, BYU's offensive line did a great job last year. I mean, people talk about, Zach Wilson can't beat teams from the pocket because, he has no pressure, or, how does Zach Wilson do against the blitz? I mean, it's because the offensive line dominance, right? Who was a member of that O-line? Hoge. He was the left tackle. So you gotta love it. We can never truly, and, we've said this a lot, you can never just assume guys are going to be healthy. You look at Hoge's upside, you look at the size, you're looking at the versatility. I think at the end of the day, it will make Zach Wilson's transition to the New York Jets that much easier. Not so much with just, on-field chemistry, all that good stuff, but more so just knowing that his teammate is going to New York with him, right? Just having the buddy there that spent the entire year with him. So I think it's just going to help not only just physically right on the field, but mentally off the field as well. And last but not least, tackle from New Mexico, Teton Saltis. Now, by the way, the room is getting like neon green because my light here is dying, so that's why it's like ultra, crazy here. But you look at Saltis off the field, remarkable. I mean, one of the best leaders in college football. I mean, you look at what he's done with suicide prevention. You look at what he's done with battling the virus. It's hard to put into words how much of a standout he is socially. Great size though on the field. I think this is one of those guys that I'm rooting for, right? I want him to come to the New York Jets and make it, right? I'm really going to be pulling for him this preseason. So that pretty much does it as we stand right now. I just made it back from Orlando, so I'm hoping that the Jets maybe pick up a couple guys in the morning. We'll see what happens. If they do, of course, expect some videos on it. Man, this light's really dying here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Who are you most excited for? Man, there's so many guys. I really am impressed here. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.